What's up, passionate hoteliers? In this video, I want to talk about top 5 marketing tips that I wish I knew when I started advertising my hotel online. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So, as always, this is a Myra board. You can see here, this is 5 points that I wanted to talk about. Let's start with the first one, which is find your customer avatar. So, if you know exactly what kind of customers visit your hotel, you can craft your marketing message that resonate with your ideal customer avatar, right? And the more they think like, "Oh, they really know me and they really know what I want, what I like, what I'm looking for specifically in a hotel," the more you can craft your marketing message that resonates with your customer avatar. And in order to do that, you need to know everything as much as possible about your ideal customer. And if you think about every famous brand and company around the world, they all have a famous customer avatar, right? And this is not an exception for hotels. And in order to help you do that, I actually have a guest persona template or guest avatar template, you can call it. So this is the guest persona template. Let's go over it for a bit. So what is a guest persona, right? A guest persona is a typical representation of your property's guest demographic. Define your guest persona to understand the type of customers your property attracts so you can create targeted marketing campaigns and personalized experiences, as well as adopt your messaging and branding. Without knowing your guest personas, your effort to attract more reservations might be weak. Understand who you're marketing to, and it will be much easier to dial into what's relevant to them. So that's what I was talking about, right? You want to create a marketing message that resonates with your audience and that is relevant to your demographic, right? So, for example, if your ideal customer are luxury couple travelers who want to just spend all their money, and your marketing message is best business hotel or best budget friendly hotel in XYZ area, then it's not going to resonate with your audience, right? So it's kind of an obvious example, but just to show the point that you need a marketing message that resonates with your ideal customers, right? And the opposite side of a guest persona is a negative guest persona, right? So think of the negative guest persona as the anti persona, as a type of guest profile from whom your property is not a good fit, right? See, for example, there luxury hotels, luxury travelers versus budget seeking budget friendly hotels like backpackers, right? As the type of guest for whom your property is not a good fit. Think of the people who won't be comfortable staying with you because they expect a different type of service or experience, right? For example, business travelers might not be at ease in a property without access to fast internet. So that is one of the examples, right? Moving on to the next slide. These are some of the suggestions for your guest segmentation. Firstly, we want to segment them by demographic, such as how old are they, how do they have kids, where do they live, where do they come from, right? Next is style. Are they backpackers? Again, are they budget friendly travelers? Are they green slash eco travelers? So really adamant on sustainability, right? Or are they luxury seekers, right? And next is segmentation. Are they business travelers? Are they vacationers? Are they digital nomads who are traveling the world? Or are they wellness seekers who are looking for amenities and services of your hotel that can offer them wellness benefits such as spa, gym, or anything like that, right? Or massaging, right? And yeah, that's one of the ways that you can segment your your ideal customer profile. So moving on, I have a pretty neat template for you to use, and let's go over it. So we're dividing the customer here. I have Tamakuna, a very handsome man. For example, for my guest customer profile. So firstly, what you want to fill in is you want to fill in the demographics, obviously his age, location, where he comes from, his gender and income. And then we want to know a little bit about his background. So from education to profession to family and lifestyle. So is he where did he study? What is his marriage marital status or what kind of lifestyle he has, right? And then identifiers. This is more of his characteristics. So demeanor, communication preferences, social media platforms, right? So where does he usually hang out? What kind of personality does he have? So is he friendly, outgoing? How does he communicate? Is it via email or is it via a text message? And what kind of social media platforms does he browse, right? And next is what are they looking for? So this is, as we mentioned before, is really important, right? We want to align what we provide with what they want. So he wants tech-friendly experiences, social conscious environment, quick response to requests, and contactless experience. So this is some of the. You want to list out some of the non-negotiables that your ideal customer is looking for, right? And what don't they like? They don't like crowded spaces, they don't like unresponsive service, and they don't like being oversold. So if you're constantly upselling your guests and that's not something that they want, then you probably don't want to do that. And reason next is, why are they traveling? Are they traveling for leisure? Are they traveling for business? Are they a digital nomad? Are they planning a getaway, right? And how do they research travel, right? Which channels do they look up when they want to look for a hotel? And this is definitely where you want to appear, where your customers are, right? So is it Google, TripAdvisor, social media recommendations, referrals from friends? What social media platform are they on, right? So let's see guest persona template. I have here the template and that you wanna fill in right here. If you want access to this template, I will link it right down below this video for you to grab. And I hope you found it helpful. Moving on to the second point is building a brand, right? This is the second tip on out of our 5 marketing hotel marketing tips, which is building a brand. So if you ask yourself what is a brand, so a brand is basically an association your customers make between your hotel and something, right? If you're building a luxury brand, let's say, your customers will associate your hotel, your logo, your the pictures of your hotel, or your CEO even with a luxury, let's say a luxury feeling or a luxury lifestyle, right? So if they, let's say if you are a luxury brand, then you want your customers to associate it, your hotel, with how can you say, exceptional customer service, or high quality amenities, high end dining experiences, or really cruise trips, or anything that is very expensive, right? And you want to build a brand and not just any other hotel, right? Because you want to build out associations between your hotel and a feeling that you are giving off, right? So if you're on the other hand side, if you're a budget friendly brand, all right, you want to associate your hotel with being budget friendly and having a lot of people visiting your hotel that are looking for budget options. So that is tip number 2, which is building a brand and not just a typical hotel. Tip number 3, moving on, is start with organic and free. So if you are beginning to advertise your hotel, chances are you don't have that much budget to go off of, because every hotel has labor costs, operational costs such as electric and water and etc etc. So day by day operations cost, right? So you want to start with organic because it's totally free, and the only thing that you're putting in is your effort. So start optimizing your website. Start doing search engine optimization for your website. Start posting regularly on social media profiles, on different social media channels, and promote your hotel organically. And a lot of the time, organic and free content is a lot of the times even more effective than paid content, because if you know the rise of short form content, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, those have been going viral these past couple of months and years. So it's really easy to start with free, and the only thing you need to put in is effort. So that's tip number 3. Start with organic/free. Tip number 4 is encourage guest reviews. And there's really no better form of acquiring customers and guests through positive guest reviews and word of mouth and referrals, right? So you're basically getting a customer without incurring any cost, because they're influencing other people to book with your hotel for free, right? Because when they see positive guest reviews, the chances are they're going to book with you are significantly higher when you imagine if your hotel doesn't have any good reviews or have only bad reviews, right? Because I can 100% say that at least 80 to 90% of guests will check guest reviews before they book with a hotel. And that is from a personal experience. Unfortunately, I don't have a statistic, but I am sure you can find it somewhere that says a lot of customers will check guest reviews before they book with the hotel. So do what you can, provide exceptional service, and if you think that the guest has been enjoying it, you might want to prompt them to leave a positive guest review, because it doesn't really cost them anything. It's totally free to do so. So it's the best way to advertise is just through positive guest reviews and referrals and word of mouth. Once it starts picking up and people start hearing about you, you're just going to completely fly. And that's tip number 4. Moving on to the last tip of the day of top 5 marketing tips is start warm. So what does that mean? That means that you want to start with your warm audience before advertising to your cold audience, right? So warm audience is what is a warm audience? Firstly is people who has already stayed at your hotel before. Secondly is people who have visited your website. Thirdly is people who have visited your social media profile, engaged with your content. And the most warm kind of audience is people who have the intention to book with your hotel, right? So that may be visiting your hotel website and hotel booking website. Maybe they have already initiated the reservation process, but they haven't finished it, right? So the way that you can start warm is you want to retarget those people, right? So for example, for people who have already stayed at your hotel and you have collected their email, you want to do a special email campaign for your previous guests, such as your loyalty program. You want to advertise that for people to come back and stay with your hotel again, right? That's what you can implement. Secondly, for people who have visited your website, you want to retarget people through search engine, through display and retargeting advertising, right? And that is a very effective way, because you want your customers to you to stay top of mind of your customers, and retargeting is a great way to target your warm audience. And next is with people who have engaged with your content. You want to maybe reach out to them, ask them if they're looking to stay in your location in any time soon, and you might want to offer them a discount or something like that. So start with the warm audience first before moving on to the cold audience, which are people who may not even know that they want to stay at your location or haven't heard of your hotel before. So it's a lot easier to convince customers people who already have an affinity with your brand before, have heard of your hotel before, than reaching out to people who don't know who you are, right? So that's 5 hotel marketing tips of the day. Number 1, 5 your customer avatar. Number 2, build a brand. Number 3, start with organic free methods. Number 4, encourage guest reviews. And number 5, start warm. So I hope you found these 5 tips helpful. And if you want to kind of know more about learn more about how you can market your hotel effectively, and not only market your hotel, how you manage revenue, how to do revenue management, branding, improving guest experiences, I actually have a free course, which will be linked right below this video. It's a free community and a free course where a lot of the hoteliers will be hanging around there. You can interact with them, ask questions, and access the free course, of course. And if that's something that you're looking to do, then I'll link the free course right below this video for you to check it out. And I'll also link the free guest persona template for you right below this video for you to check and to use. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.